Well, this is a video to address Bald and Bankrupt directly, but for those of you who don't know him, and I believe that most of you do actually, he's a vlogger that does a lot of traveling and to the most interesting places in the world. I've seen his videos made in India, in Cuba, and of course in most of the ex-Soviet states, which is what this is all about. He's made wonderful videos about the Soviet states, the ex-Soviet states, and the people that live there. A lot of people have been encouraged to actually go and see those places. Among them, there's me actually, who wants to go and spend some time there. And unfortunately, Bald and Bankrupt got arrested.
Russian authorities in Kazakhstan seized a British YouTube personality.
For a very, very short time, they interviewed him for whatever reasons, and he said what he had to say. Obviously, he had to save his skin, which is what I do in his place, and he probably said the right things for that moment. Unfortunately, I think he's going to face the police again in his own country, which is Britain, because of the things he said in his own defense. But again, I think people really need to understand that this is not a very easy situation. When you face the police in a country that takes politics very, very seriously. So I'm going to now address Bald and Bankrupt himself. So this is a direct message for Bald and Bankrupt. From vlogger to vlogger. I really have to say that I was rather shocked when I got the news that you had been arrested in Russia, and well, whatever happened, we all know about it. It's all over YouTube. So I quite understand your feeling, and I know that you did this very, very decently. The way that you handled your next video, the one that in which you talked about how you felt without actually getting emotional, but being very objective. I think you did it absolutely fantastically. And I must say that, of course, as a vlogger and as a very daring vlogger, you get into very sensitive situations sometimes. And we do appreciate, I mean, and of course you know it, you know that you've got fans all over the world, including Russia, including the ex-Soviet states, and they love you for what you are and for what you represent. So as a vlogger, I think that what I'd like to tell you is that you have a lot of courage. You should carry on with your videos, even if you can't go back to Russia. I know it's a very big country, it covers almost half the world, but there are other countries in the world as well. I do hope that the Russians will realize that you've been promoting their country so well that people who don't really know Russia well have begun to love it. And I really don't understand why they would want to oust you forever. I mean, with all respect to the Russian government, I don't want to offend anybody. I also know that governments have their own way of doing things, and they probably know exactly why they did what they did. But don't let that discourage you. I want you to go on. I'd love you to go on making videos the way you do, with your sense of humor, with your dynamism, with a completely different approach. I've seen dozens of your videos. I loved the ones where you went drinking with the babushkas. And there were you speaking Hindi in India and Spanish in Cuba and Russian in the ex-Soviet states. It's so fascinating to watch you, Benjamin. I really, really want you to carry on. And I do hope we'll get to see lots and lots more videos from you. I love you, Benjamin. Keep going. Bald and Bankrupt.